Hey everybody, I just wanted to take the time, and I know I should have probably wrote a blog about this, but I figured I would make a video instead. Uh, that may seem lame to some of you, but I made a post on Facebook a couple of weeks ago stating something to the effect of, as of October 13th, one life ends and a new one begins. And I got bombarded with questions, everything from, are you getting married? Are you having a baby? Are you going into surgery? Are you committing suicide? I mean, you name it, I was asked. So I thought I would take the time tonight and do something a little different. And instead of writing a long blog, I thought I would take a few minutes and make a video and tell you what that meant. Most of you know that for the past 20 plus years I've been a hairstylist in South Carolina. As of the 13th of October, I am closing the book on that chapter of my life. I'm no longer going to do hair. I am quitting a 15-year career at Cost Cutters, Regis, Columbia Cutters, whatever name you want to call it. It wasn't an easy decision, but I will tell you, after 15 years of being in a company where no matter how hard you work, no matter how many customers like you, you are put into a position that you will never get a chance to grow above. And that sounds petty, but it's the truth. Most of you on here that know me and are clients of mine, you'll vouch for that. You've seen what went on in the salons. You've seen how little effort actually goes into serving the customer as opposed to get them in, get them out. And that's not what I like to do. I'm not going to talk company policy, but I will say that after 20 years of being disrespected in a field that, quite frankly, I know I'm really good at, I'm burnt out. I no longer want to do it. Before anybody starts throwing the comments, open your own salon. No, I don't want to. I don't want to be a salon owner. I'm completely fried. It's actually time for a new journey. I will be starting work at a company called Second and Charles. Some of you may have heard of it. Some of you may not know what it is. It's in the Books A Million. It's where Books A Million used to be on Harbison Boulevard, ironically right next door to where I work now. It's a buy-sell trade, a little bit of everything from books to CDs to games to guitars. I mean, you name it, they have it. I was approached by them, offered a job to be a buyer, and I was pursued, and it felt really good to be needed again, and it felt really good to have somebody appreciate something that I could offer. Because let me tell you, other than some family and friends, and I'm not talking about you customers, but as far as a company standard, I could not have been less appreciated in 20 years. I have customers that'll be watching this video that are going to feel that I'm abandoning them. That is not my intent. You can send me personal messages on here, private messages. I will either be happy to do house calls for you, or I will be happy to point you in the direction of somebody who can take care of you. I'm not going to leave you guys high and dry, because in my darkest hour, the words of encouragement that you sent me, the don't give up, we love you, you're talented, that kept me going, and I'll never forget that. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. In the hair industry, if you do everything right, you never make a mistake, and you treat your customers like gold, the most you can expect from a customer to stay with you, per se, is 4 years. That's the longest they usually last, because either they get a job and move out of town, they get married, their sister, their daughter, their son, their brother, somebody becomes a hairstylist. There's some reason they're going to leave you in 4 years. You guys have stuck around with me for 10 to 20, 15 years. I've seen babies I've cut babies on the booster seats that came back from college to get haircuts. I've given first haircuts on people, and I've given last haircuts to people that never came back because they passed away. It's been a long journey. Though I've just lost all joy for the hair industry, I will never, as long as I live, forget you guys that put food on my table, always, never missed an appointment, were there for me from the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I'm looking forward to the second part of my life the way I look at it now. That was the first half. This is my second half. And I come to a point in my life, like I said, after many, many sleepless nights, that I thought I deserved some happiness. And I know I'm running over about 7 minutes with this video, but it's time for me to be happy with what I do. And I feel like this is the best decision I've ever made. And trust me when I tell you, you guys, all the calls to the comments lines, and we love this guy, and though they were ignored by the company I was in, the write-ups and free times I've had before, ignored by the company I was in, I never ignored it. I never missed it. And I can never repay you for the loyalty and the kindness you guys showed me. So from the bottom of my heart, I just wanted to take time to say thank you. It's been a long journey, but over 20 years, you guys, you never let me down. You made it worth it. So thank you once again. I will never forget you guys. Thank you. God bless.